heart and at their core they believe in self-determination. So I'm absolutely delighted to have along here today Allan Grogan, who will be speaking on behalf of Labour for Independence. Give him a warm welcome, everyone. Allan Grogan.
Hey!
Good afternoon. Reasonably dry, or I'll try and keep this as short as possible so you can get back to the beer garden. I'd like to thank the organisers here for doing such a fantastic job. It's obviously the weatherman are for better together, but we're persevering and we're moving on through. I want to start by addressing something, because as you'll hear in the media and the No campaign continue to say that this is all about the SNP or this is all about Alex Salmond. Well, I think as you've seen here today by the speakers, and if anybody who knows me, I'm not a nationalist. I'm maybe a 90-minute nationalist whenever Scotland play, or this summer when Italy, Uruguay and Costa Rica play. I'm not a politician, so I can get away with telling the truth about the World Cup, so it's fine. Independence for me is much more than Scotland's right to be an independent country. That's involved as well, but it's much more than that. It's the moment to set right the society we live in and the democracy we wish to preserve. I'm sure most of us here, and you'd have to be with the rain, are committed to the yes vote, but I genuinely hope you've maybe brought along some undecideds who haven't made up their minds yet and wondering why they should be voting yes. I can only tell you my reasons for voting yes. Independence is the greatest opportunity we have for real and lasting change in our country. I'm not voting yes so that everything stays the same. I'm voting yes as the vehicle for creating a society in Scotland that the people of Scotland really deserve. Most importantly, I'm voting yes for 3 people in the crowd somewhere here. My 3 sons, Max, Jake and my 8-week-old baby Charlie. I'm voting yes so that they can have the greatest opportunities in life to succeed. I'm voting yes so they can live in a prosperous, free and equal Scotland. I want to make a point early on that independence is no guarantee. A yes vote will mean absolutely nothing if we don't follow through with it. It won't always be easy. There will be difficult decisions to make. All a yes vote does is give us a first and real opportunity to make the change, and then it's up to us, the people of Scotland, to make sure we change and we seize the chance to change for a better way. I want to see a Scotland that cares about those who need our help. They don't punish them for the situation that they find themselves in. I want to see a society which all of us have a voice, not just those who can afford to have a say. I look at the society we live in Scotland as part of the UK and I get angry. I look at the society we live in today when you see the Sunday Times rich list, which Kat mentioned earlier. There are now 100 billionaires living in the United Kingdom. And while we are now the 3rd most unequal society in the Western world, bankers still making fortunes on bonuses despite continually failing in their jobs and costing the Scottish people money. Well, 1 in 4 Scottish children live in poverty. 1 in 4. That is a disgrace. MPs have managed to get themselves an 11.5% pay rise. Good for them. I don't think that's the case for everybody out there when the cost of living keeps going up and wages are staying the same or going up by about 0.5%. There are food banks in Scotland. The Red Cross are shipping in parcels of food to Scotland in peacetime. But fear not, friends, because despite all the squalor and the degradation and poverty, we still have enough to pay for £100 billion to fund an outdated nuclear arsenal that has no place in a modern civilised society. We are not better together. We're not UK okay. We are genetically programmed to make our own decisions. And we can do so much better on our own. Now, independence is not a panacea. We're not going to win the World Cup. We're not going to get any better weather, I'm afraid. But it does give us the opportunity to tackle our problems, to make the best use of our natural and human resources, to have a parliament entirely focused on the needs, wants and aspirations of the people of Scotland. Now, friends and colleagues and comrades of mine within the Labour Party will argue that all we need to do to change our society is vote yes, to vote for Labour in the 2015 election. Well, all signs are pointing to a Tory victory in 2015, but even if Labour won, what kind of Labour government are we going to have? We're going to have a Minister for Department of Work and Pensions that says she'll cut harder and faster on social security than the Tories, a Defence Secretary committed to maintaining our nuclear arsenal, a Prime Minister who said it makes no sense for the Labour Party not to be the party of the middle class, but most worryingly of all, a Chancellor who is committed to following the Conservative austerity plan. That plan that we've seen 10 pence in every pound so far has affected us. We still have 90% of those cuts still to happen. This is not why I became a member of the Labour Party, and I'm sure that goes for a great many members, supporters of my party. I want to see, with independence, the chance for a change in Scotland, but also a chance to reform the Labour Party, a real Labour Party, one that takes care of the sick and the old, one that looks after its poor, that sticks to its founding principles with a modern vision for Scotland. We are saying in Labour for Independence, vote yes in 2014, vote Labour, a real Labour Party in 2016, one that brings back Clause 4, gets rid of nuclear weapons, takes on big businesses that pay no tax and pay workers a pittance on zero-hour contracts, take back our energy, transport and the Royal Mail back into the public's hands, and use our finite resources to invest in social housing, manufacturing and industry, develop our renewable energy potential to create a lasting and vibrant, strong Scottish economy. Now those within the Labour movement voting no, I have to ask this question. What are you waiting for? For years we've blamed Westminster governments for all our ills, but if we vote no in September, we only have one person to blame, and that's ourselves. I don't want to see a Scotland that reverts in on itself, but to be a proud nation that stands on the international stage, standing tall in the world and fulfilling its roles and responsibilities. There have been so many countries around the world that have become independent in the last 70 years. Most of these countries have 1/10 of Scotland's natural and human resources. If they can be successful, friends, then so can we. But here's the rub. We can't rest on our laurels after a yes vote. Independence isn't the end of the journey, it's just the beginning. On September 19th we have a call to arms. We have to work for everything we have dreamed and hoped for in this campaign. We won't agree on everything, but we entrust the people of Scotland to make their democratic choice in 2016. We work with each other when we agree, and where we disagree, we seek alternatives. Make that the first legacy of an independent Scotland. That the era of politics of no is over, the era of politics of right is just beginning. If we can achieve this, then no matter if you're Labour, SNP, any party, or no party at all, work with us to create a Scotland of the people, a Scotland that promotes all of us first. Then we will stand with you as comrades and brothers in arms. Now is our chance. Now is our opportunity. Now is our time. Time to stand up and say no more. We are going to do things our own way and take responsibility for our own actions. We are going to vote yes and create a better tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Yeah!